Hey guys, good morning. Tony here. I wanted to do a really quick TA on Bitcoin just because I do think that there's a really strong chance we push massively to the upside today or today, tomorrow, I think. Um, Usually, I mean, what's happening now is you have your general trend, right? You have your low, lower high. There's a chance that you might come down and create a lower high somewhere on this area, but I don't think that's going to happen. I actually think you're going to push strong to 48K sometime this week, right? It definitely looks like that's about to happen, especially here. It looks like we're going to create a violent close on the 4 hour. Usually, what happens here, this tells me that right now we're in a bear cycle, right? This is considered a bear cycle on a bear trigger. Bear trigger happened at 4 o'clock a.m. yesterday morning, and essentially what happens is, this would technically be a perfect sell by any means, right? I would consider this a perfect sell, and I would have expected this to go down to about back to like 39K, but it didn't. You actually started trading, not even sideways, but you started trading up, right? This trigger was actually given at 43.67, and you're about $400 above that, right? So I consider extremely bullish momentum. Watch, I'll zoom in a little bit, but if you can see this area right here, because we have the stochastic at highs and because we have that green bubble created, essentially giving us a bearish trigger, right? I expected us to drop heavy like this, basically down, right? So somewhere back here. But because we're actually trading slowly to the upside, this lets me know that even in a bear cycle, we actually have a huge amount of bullish momentum or bullish pressure to the upside. So because we're trading sideways here, this lets me know that as soon as these blue candles actually get created, it's time to start accumulating right here. So right now would be the perfect time to actually start accumulating Bitcoin. As far as if you were thinking about trading this, right? I would probably, I'd probably open a position right now, like a small position. I'm already in Bitcoin, so I already have my, you know, I have a small Bitcoin positions, right? This is my Forex account where I'm longing a bunch of stuff. Why is this not working? Oh, there we go. So right here, you guys can see these. I have 3 Bitcoin positions open, currently up about, I don't know, like 100 and, what's 6 times 3? 118, 180 bucks, I think, just on Bitcoin. Um, and I'm going to leave those positions open for the time being. I would probably start logging this. I would probably put like one position now, wait for the 4 hour to close a bullish trigger, and then possibly open more positions. But as of right now, this movement upwards on a bear cycle is basically telling me like, hey, you're supposed to be crashing down, right? And pretty good prices. So I would probably input a long position now, and then wait till we actually close a red bubble here to put a second position in. But as of right now, there's a lot of bullish momentum, guys. A lot of bullish momentum. I mean, even just a regular, I mean, you have like, generally you do have like a regular trend going on, which is just from, these lows of back in February 23rd, possibly like something like that, right? So I mean, there's still a pretty good chance that you can probably drop from here like this and then shoot up like that. I don't think that's going to happen. Depending on how we close the 4 hour, I think there's a possibility of us shooting straight up to 48K. And I think I think we're actually going to do scenario 1. I think scenario 1's going to happen just because we've been trading on this bear cycle. On this bear cycle, all we've been doing is just trading up. Right? If we look at the lower time frames, we actually just closed a bullish hour, on the hour time frame, 30-minute 30 minutes probably going to go down. 15-minute is, yeah. So everything looks like on the smaller time frames, like you might see a small drop down a little bit. Maybe we come back to like 43K or so. But I'm just waiting for this 4 hour trigger, for this 4 hour bear cycle to kind of play out. I'm waiting for this to finally close a bullish trigger. It's going to be a violent close also. So I do expect a heavy move to the upside. I do expect this magic number of 45,858 or whatever to be broken. And if this number gets broken, this relative high, then I 100% think we're going to 48.1. But as of right now, very simple trend on the 4 hour for Bitcoin. There's a lot of stuff happening right now where, I do think that Bitcoin has a lot of bull momentum as far as TA, right? So I can definitely see this happening again where you might see a small drop to to 43K, and then you possibly just do like a quit, you blow up like crazy and you run up to 48.1. I mean, if we want to get technical here, we can do like an average of, let's say, trend touch to highs of there. We'll do like trend touch like here. Oh, wait, sorry, trend touch here, maybe. And then in 16 hours, maybe you can do like a 65.5, I don't know, like that. So, I mean, we can definitely maybe expect something like this to happen. Let me see. Right? Where you drop down to here, actually close the 4 hour, and then you push up to 47, like 200 or so. This is going to be that first scenario, or sorry, that second scenario where we actually come back to trend and gun it. I don't know. I think we can actually do this first scenario. I mean, if we go from here, right, we'll do from where price is at now. We'll do 65.5, right? 65.5 in 16 hours. Like right there. So, I mean, I don't know. I think right now we are really well set up to kind of have to be somewhere in this higher range, somewhere between like 50K and like 50K and 48.1. I think the range is going to be somewhere right here in the next, maybe in the next day or so. That's what I'm thinking can happen after that 4 hour trigger happens. And then within 16 hours, I think we can possibly see 48.1 and 50,500, somewhere between this range. But yeah, I'm still bullish. No reason for me to not be bullish right now at all. You know, every single time frame on Bitcoin looks extremely bullish right now. So I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.